Reading from Caitanya Caritamrita, introduction. We are here. There are different stages of devotional service and God realization. Strictly speaking, anyone who accepts the existence of God is situated in devotional service. To acknowledge that God is great is something, but not much. Lord Chaitanya, preaching as an acharya, a great teacher, taught that we can enter into a relationship with God and actually become God's friend, parent, or lover. So many people, they say, oh yes, God is very great. Bhagwan Mahan hai. He's our maintainer, Palan Karta, maintainer. He's our provider. He's the one who's providing things. To understand God like that is very good. Is very good. But Lord Chaitanya is teaching us that we can have a personal loving relationship with God. And how we can be situated in that relationship. I mean, imagine, we have a relationship with Krishna and we have forgotten it, and here we are thinking we are the bodies. And then each time we have to change our body, and each time we act in that body. But we have an eternal relationship with Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna showed Arjuna his universal form because Arjuna was his very dear friend. Upon seeing Krishna as the Lord of the universes, however, Arjuna asked Krishna to forgive the familiarity of his friendship. So when Arjuna saw the universal form, the Virat Rupa of Krishna, then he got so much in awe and reverence. Imagine you are seeing a huge, gigantic form, and that you're seeing all the things inside this form with so many heads, so many eyes, tongues, teeth, and you're seeing everyone entering into the mouths of these forms, and they are being chewed, and they're being, and your loved ones are also entering inside this form, So it was a very scary sight for Arjuna. So that's why Arjuna asked Krishna to forgive him, because Arjuna before would say, oh my dear friend, oh Sakha. And he had that familiarity because they are friends. He would say, oh, you are just a Yadu, I'm a Kuru, I'm the family of the emperors. You Yadus are you all are kings, of course, but you all have a small kingdom. You're not the emperor of the world, whereas the Kurus were the emperors of the world. So, like that. But then when Arjuna saw that Krishna, oh my God, he's the Supreme Lord, he begged for forgiveness from Krishna. But Lord Chaitanya, what is he saying? Through Lord Chaitanya, we can become friends with Krishna, and there will be no limit to this friendship. We can become friends of Krishna, not in awe or adoration, but in complete freedom. We can even relate to God as his father or mother. So, like we can see the dealings of Sridham, Madhumangal, Subal with Krishna, they treat him as equal. Not that they say, oh, you're God, so, we let you win in hide and seek. Or they'll give him special favor. Oh, you don't need to carry us because you lost in the wrestling match because you're God. So you don't need to carry us. We'll carry you every time. No, they don't do that. They really take him to be like their own, like their friend. And then they'll say, oh, you lost. Now you have to carry us. But we have to understand that they're deep, it's stemming out of deep love, not to take advantage of Krishna, not to exploit Krishna. It's just love and nothing else. So we can even relate to God as his father or mother. This is the philosophy not only of the Caitanya Caritamrita, but of Srimad Bhagavatam as well. So we can even relate to God as his father or mother. Well, we can never become Yashoda Mai or Nanda Maharaj, because they are Krishna's parents eternally. Nobody can become them, but we can become their assistants. We can also have the mood of parental love for Krishna and become the assistants of Nanda Maharaj or Yashoda Mai. There are no other scriptures in the world in which God is treated as the son of a devotee. Usually, God is seen as the Almighty Father who supplies the demands of his sons. The great devotees, however, sometimes treat God as a son in the execution of devotional service. The son demands and the father and mother supply. And in supplying Krishna, the devotee becomes like a father or mother. Instead of taking from God, we give to God. It was in this relationship that Krishna's mother, Yashoda, told the Lord, "Here, eat this or you'll die. Eat nicely." This is how Mother Yashoda is thinking, that if she doesn't feed Krishna, Krishna's going to die. She does not think that he's God. It's just she loves him so much. Why was she running behind him with a stick? You know, if she knew he was God, she would not run behind him with a stick in the Damodar Leela. But she was like, I better discipline him. Otherwise, my son is going to become a thief when he grows up. Now he's just doing small, he's just stealing butter. I don't know when he grows up, then what will he start stealing? So let me discipline him. So it's all pure love. In this way, Krishna, although the proprietor of everything, depends on the mercy of his devotee. This is a uniquely high level of friendship in which the devotee actually believes himself to be the father or mother of Krishna. So these are very high stages of devotion and they can't be imitated. We can't imitate, "Oh Krishna, you eat this or you'll die," because we don't have that love for him. In spiritual life, nothing is to be forced or artificially put. Yes, we have to hear and chant every day, even if we don't like to. That we have to force ourselves to. But we can't force ourselves and start believing that, oh, I have, right now I'm in my relationship with Krishna, you know. No, that will come. It will come in due course of time. As we get, the more we hear and chant, the more our true identity will be really revealed. Our true relationship with Krishna will be revealed in due course of time. Any questions?
In this instance of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai and serving Krishna, there was one devotee who asked Prabhupada that, can we become God? Then Prabhupada said, why you want to become God? I can, like, you cannot become God, but you can become bigger than God. So Nanda Maharaj is obviously bigger than God in the age, and he was a father. So father is obviously bigger than God. So he said that you cannot become God anyway, but you can become bigger than God. So it just that, yeah, they were elderly, they were the parents. So parents are always bigger. So that's how, if you give your love, then yes, Krishna gives you chance to become, even take care of him.
Yeah, and as parents, bigger than God in the sense, because see, even as a friend, Krishna is serving Arjuna then, right? Krishna is becoming the servant. But again, if we want to get into our relationship with Krishna like that, Krishna will cheat us. If we want to cheat Krishna, Krishna will cheat us. You know, we will not get pure devotional service. So what we have to do is just, we have to hear and chant, we can purify ourselves so that there is no this artificial, you know, that we project some things that we are not, you know, we up things about ourselves.
Right.
You know. So, however, Lord Chaitanya's greatest gift was his teaching that Krishna can be treated as one's lover. In this relationship, the Lord becomes so much attached to his devotee that he expresses his inability to reciprocate. Na parai ham. That's what Krishna says to the gopis. When the gopis was going mad in their separation for Krishna. And he said that, I can't reciprocate with your feelings. You love me so much, I don't know how to repay you. Krishna was so obliged to the gopis, the cowherd girls of Vrindavan, that he felt unable to return their love. I cannot repay your love. He told them, I have no more assets to give. Krishna was saying, oh my God, you gopis, you're greater than me, that you have so much love for me. I don't know what can I give you in return. What can I do? So he said, be satisfied with your love, because I don't have anything else that I can give you. Devotional service on this highest, most excellent platform of lover and beloved, which had never been given by any previous incarnation or Acharya, was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So before Lord Chaitanya came, not many people knew about Radharani, and Krishna was not worshipped together with Radharani. She was remained hidden. But Lord Chaitanya came and gave us this Gopi Bhav, Manjari Bhav. He came to teach us. He came to show us that the best love that exists, the purest love that exists, is between the gopis and Krishna, the gopis of Vrindavan and Krishna. And even purer than all the gopis' love for Krishna, even the best among that is Srimati Radharani's love for Krishna. Because her whole being is just, Krishna, how can I serve you? How can I please you? If it makes you happy that I am unhappy, then I accept that unhappiness. She says that in the Shikshashtamrita, Lord Chaitanya reveals that mood of Srimati Radharani in the 8th verse, that if your pleasure is in seeing me unhappy, then let me be unhappy so that you can be happy. You know, that is pure love. We say, oh, why shall I be unhappy? You can be unhappy if you want, but I should be happy. That's what our thing is right now in this material world. And the spiritual world is exactly opposite, no? Because the material world is a perverted reflection, diagonally opposite. So what is the highest? That I agree to be unhappy if that brings you happiness. So therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj, quoting Srila Rupa Goswami, writes in the 4th verse of this book, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in a yellow complexion, and he is Sachinandan, the son of Mother Sachi. So Yashoda Mai, she came as Sachi Mata in Lord Chaitanya's Leela. He is the most charitable personality because he came to deliver Krishna Prema, unalloyed love for Krishna, to everyone. May you always keep him in your hearts. It will be easy to understand Krishna through him. We cannot understand Krishna. We think we know Krishna, but we cannot understand Radha and Krishna without the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. We cannot. And how can we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? We need to have the mercy of Lord Nityananda to be having the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And how do we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda? We need to have the mercy of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. And how do we get the mercy of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan? Through the mercy of the Guru, the bona fide representative, the true Guru who's coming in the Parampara system. We need to get his mercy. So we need the Guru's mercy to be able to know Radha and Krishna. We can't jump. You know, the process is not jumping that I can do it by myself. Main dikhaungi. No. We need mercy. And Lord Chaitanya is making it very easy for us. We just have to follow. We just have to follow. We have often heard the phrase love of Godhead. How far this love of Godhead can actually be developed can be learned from the Vaishnava philosophy. So we are going to be diving into the Vaishnava philosophy through Caitanya Caritamrita. Theoretical knowledge of love of God can be found in many places and in many scriptures. But what that love of God actually is and how it is developed can be found in the Vaishnava literatures. It is the unique and highest development of love of God that is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is not just like a lip service. Like you see so many sayings everywhere, you know, you should love God. But how do you develop love for God? If we don't know God, how do we love him? If we don't know how to love, how do we love him? And who do we love? If we just say God, but then who is this God? And we don't know anything about him, how do we love him? So here Caitanya Caritamrita is practically practically going to show us. Shall we stop here for today?
Okay.
Yeah. Did anybody have anything to add or any comments or anything?
No, all good.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande.